If you have ever wanted to see what humility mixed with pure hunger-driven ambition looks like, just observe a broke Lagos girl going for a job interview. The sight alone is enough to humble any proud spirit. That morning, that girl was no other than Lydia Okoro, standing at the edge of hope like a warrior preparing for battle. She wore one borrowed wig that had survived 3 previous interviews, one designer bag that was more imitation than reality, and one high-heeled shoe so tight it felt like it was judging her life choices. Her friend Bola, who lent her the shoe, had even warned her, "Lydia, if you don't return my things exactly as I gave you, I will lay curses on your future children." But Lydia was determined. She stood before the tall white gate of Victoria Garden City, the type of gate that looked like it rejected poor people for sport. The wind blew like it wanted to test her confidence, but she remained firm. Raising her eyes to the sky, she whispered, "Father Lord, let favor shout louder than my bank balance today. Let destiny locate me before embarrassment finds me." The security man pushed open a small window in the gate and stared at her as if inspecting her soul. His eyes scanned her from head to toe, slowly, suspiciously, with the same energy bouncers use to reject people from clubs. "Yes, who you dey find?" he asked, in a tone that said she might not qualify for whatever she was looking for. Still, Lydia wore the sweetest smile she could summon. "Good morning, sir. I'm here for the nanny job. Mr. and Mrs. Leon." The man grunted, pressed the intercom, and announced in his own dramatic way, "Madam, one fine auntie day here, oh." A calm female voice responded, "Let her in." The gate swung open, and Lydia entered a world that looked like angels designed it for Pinterest. The air smelled expensive. The flowers were arranged so perfectly they looked like they attended private school. The marble pathway sparkled like the ground was whispering, "Walk gently, peasant." The swimming pool glowed brightly under the morning sun, and 2 children played beside it with a woman who looked like she bathed in confidence every morning. Was Mrs. Leon. Tall, elegant, straight wig flowing, face glowing, clothes screaming money without even trying. Lydia quickly adjusted her borrowed wig and approached with humility. "Good morning, Ma," she greeted, trying to mix humble speech with a sprinkle of fake British accent. Mrs. Leon smiled politely. "Good morning. You must be the applicant." "Yes, Ma. Nanny, cleaner, homework supervisor, prayer warrior, errand expert. I can do everything." Mrs. Leon laughed lightly. "No, we just need someone to take care of the children while we're at work." "No problem, Ma. I love children. I used to babysit all my cousins until they learned how to insult adults. Then I handed them over to God." Mrs. Leon burst into laughter. Lydia felt hope rise inside her chest. Just then, Mr. Leon walked in, tall, handsome, with that quiet aura of wealth that did not need to shout. He looked like someone who smelled of fresh dollars even when sleeping. His face was serious, and his phone seemed permanently glued to his hand. "You're the new nanny?" he asked. "Yes, sir," Lydia replied, straightening her back like a soldier in front of a general. "You have experience?" "Yes, sir. I worked for a pastor's family. Why did you leave?" Lydia coughed into her fist. "And their last born used to see visions. One day he said he saw me eating the family's meat inside his dream. It caused small misunderstanding." Mrs. Leon's laughter exploded into the air while her husband battled a smile. Finally, he nodded. "All right, you're hired. Start tomorrow. Salary is 90,000 naira monthly." If Joy had physical form, Lydia would have hugged the entire building. She almost knelt. "Thank you, sir. God bless you. Your life will be long like pure water factory. Your enemies will fall like mangoes in rainy season." As soon as she stepped out of the gate, she called Bola. "Bola, I don't blow 90,000 per month," Bola screamed. "Ha! Lydia, beg, behave yourself. Oh, these rich people can sue you for breathing too loud." Lydia laughed. "Don't worry, I will behave like Mary Poppins, just with small Nigerian pepper." And true to her promise, Lydia behaved. In less than a week, she became part of the household. Tom and Kayla adored her. She told them bedtime stories mixed with Bible verses, old village tales, and small harmless gossip. She braided Kayla's hair, played video games with Tom, and even helped them with schoolwork. Mrs. Leon found her energy refreshing. The house felt alive, peaceful, bright, but that peace had a timetable because at night, the house turned into a battleground. The first time Lydia heard them, she was in the kitchen preparing tea. Suddenly, voices boomed from the living room. "So you went through my phone again?" Mr. Leon roared. "And what if I did?" Mrs. Leon snapped. "Maybe if you stopped chatting with that useless girl, I wouldn't need to check." Curiosity pulled Lydia to the doorway. She peeped and saw the couple standing inches apart, breathing heavily like wrestlers waiting for the referee's whistle. "I'm tired of this, Clara," Mr. Leon shouted. "Oh, really? Coming from a man who had dinner with his ex last week? She is a client. She is a client with lip gloss. Tell me something else." Lydia almost choked on her tea. Season film," she whispered. By the next morning, she had already downloaded the full gist of Bola. "My madam and Olga, they fight every night. Yesterday, I thought the TV would faint. And you just stood there? What do you want me to do? I'm a nanny, not a referee." Then Bola jokingly said, "If you record that thing in, you go viral." Lydia laughed, then paused. The idea started dancing in her mind like temptation. "Honestly, people love pepper soup gist. If I make it anonymous, nobody will know." "Lydia, behave yourself." "I'm joking, Joe." Or so she thought. Because that evening when another argument erupted, this time about who forgot to turn off the washing machine, Lydia quietly slipped her phone behind a flower vase. Her hands trembled, but curiosity swallowed fear. She told herself, "It's for security. Yes, security." But when she replayed the video later, she saw pure entertainment gold. Mrs. Leon threw a pillow. Mr. Leon shouted about fake humility. Voices echoed. Emotions flew. It was better than Nollywood and cheaper than Netflix. The next day, Lydia created a fake Instagram account, Inside Rich Homes. She uploaded the video with the caption, "When rich marriages stop pretending." Who else can relate? In hours, it exploded, 5,000 views, then 8,000 comments flooding like rainy season water. "Is this not the Leons? Ha! Rich people, they fight like us. Whoever recorded this deserves an award. Please drop part 2. Lydia screamed and danced around her tiny room, shaking her wig in excitement. So this is how people make money from gist? Little did she know, her biggest blessing or her biggest downfall was just beginning. Bay's call came in so fast that Lydia almost dropped her phone. "Lydia, I just saw that video. Was that not your Olga and madam?" Lydia cleared her throat loudly. What kind of question is that now? How will I even know? I don't even know those people like that." "Lydia," Bay whispered slowly, like a prophet delivering a warning. "May God have mercy on you. This your new waka will backfire. I'm telling you with my full chest." Lydia rolled her eyes so hard they almost fell out. "Abeg, relax, Joe. Nobody will ever find out. I'm just a babysitter. Me, who will suspect the hell? Me, who I be. But you see, greed is like a goat that never listens. It always drags its owner into trouble. Soon one video wasn't enough. Not for Lydia. She started recording their loud arguments, their private phone calls, even voice notes they sent to each other. Every clip brought more views, more comments, more attention. Her anonymous Instagram page was growing faster than rainwater in July. Bloggers started entering her DMs like hungry mosquitoes. "Please, can we buy exclusive footage? How much for unseen clips? Do you have part 3? Every day Lydia told herself, just one more video and I will stop. But as with sugarcane and soft drink, once she tasted the sweetness, her body refused to let go. She kept going. Then one night, while scrolling through comments on her latest upload, Lydia saw a message that made her heart somersault. "Eagle-eyed!" "The reflection in the mirror looks like their nanny." Lydia froze. Everything inside her body stopped working. Another comment came immediately, Sharp mouth, yes, oh. This is the same wig that Nanny wears in their family vlog. She's finished. Her blood ran cold. Her wig felt like it caught fire. Her fingers trembled. She rushed to delete the video, but it was too late. Screenshots had already been taken. Many had already downloaded it. It had spread across pages like Harmattan fire. Oh God, she whispered, shaking. What have I done? And as if the universe wanted to confirm her doom, Mrs. Leon's voice echoed from downstairs. Lydia, please come to the living room, now. Her legs turned to overcooked noodles. She tried to fix her wig, sprayed perfume, and wiped her face, as if fragrance could cover fear. Her phone buzzed. A message from Bear, they know. That one sentence nearly buried her spirit. When she reached the living room, both Mr. and Mrs. Leon sat like two police officers wait. Ing for a criminal. Their faces were cold, their eyes sharp. The atmosphere so heavy it could crack palm kernel. Tom and Kayla were nowhere to be seen. They had been sent upstairs. Good evening, Ma. Good evening, sir, Lydia stammered. Hope all is well? Mrs. Leon slowly lifted a phone. Lydia, do you recognize this? Lydia blinked rapidly. It looks like my phone, Ma. Good, Mrs. Leon snapped. Because it is your phone. I saw it charging in the guest room. I picked it up to call my driver. And guess what I found? Lydia swallowed hard. My pictures? Pictures? Mrs. Leon screamed, jumping to her feet. Videos of me and my husband fighting. Recordings of our conversations. Lydia, you even recorded the day I cried in the kitchen. Jesus. Mr. Leon slapped the table so loud that Lydia almost fainted. How dare you? We trusted you, gave you food, shelter, and you turned us into your reality show? Lydia fell to her knees like a collapsing tree. Sir, I swear it's not what it looks like. I was only recording for safety. Safety, Mrs. Leon shouted. Safety from what? From lack of gossip. No, Ma, please, Ma. I didn't post anything. Stop lying, Mr. Leon barked. The EOs are all over the internet. Lydia, do we look stupid to you? Ah, maybe my phone was hacked, Lydia cried. It's not even my real phone like that. Just spare device. Mrs. Leon clapped slowly, mockingly. Wow, what a miracle. Only the private arguments were hacked, not the parts where you were snoring. Interesting. Lydia grabbed their feet desperately. Please, Ma. Please, sir. Forgive me. I made a mistake. Mr. Leon glared down at her. A mistake is breaking a plate. What you did is wickedness. Do you know how much damage you've caused? Mrs. Leon's eyes were filled with tears. My business sponsors have pulled out. My parents are ashamed. Our entire marriage is trending online, and for the worst reason. Lydia cried harder, her voice breaking. I just wanted extra money, Ma. I didn't know it would go this far. Mrs. Leon laughed bitterly. You wanted to profit from our misery. Well, congratulations, you succeeded. Mr. Leon pulled out his phone. You're going to the police. We are pressing charges. Ah! Police? Lydia screamed. Sir, please, my mother will die. I beg you in the name of heaven. Get off me, he barked, pulling his leg away. You should have remembered your mother before turning us into trending content. Within minutes, 2 policemen arrived. Lydia felt the world spinning as they grabbed her arms. Officer, please, it's not that deep. We are family. Mrs. Leon folded her arms. Family? You sold us for followers. Neighbors gathered outside as Lydia was escorted away. Some pointed, some whispered. One woman shouted, that's the nanny that leaked their fight. Another added, she no get fear? What if they were using jazz? At the station, one officer shook his head at her. You Gen Z people and this your madness. So you recorded your boss and thought nothing will happen? Officer. It was only one video, Lydia sniffed. One video can destroy a life, he said. In your case, you've destroyed 2. After 3 dreadful nights in a cell, her face was swollen, hair scattered, dignity broken. Her mother traveled all the way from Enugu to bail her out. Not a single word was spoken on the journey home. Not one. When they entered the room, her mother finally turned to her. My daughter, tell me the truth. Did you record them? Lydia hesitated. Mama, I only... Her mother raised a hand sharply. Don't lie to me. Yes, Mama, Lydia whispered. I recorded them. but not with bad intention. Her mother sat heavily on the bed. You have used camera to destroy your destiny, Lydia. Instead of praying for favor, you prayed for Wi-Fi. Mama, please. Lydia sobbed. Life is hard. I only wanted extra money. God would have given you grace if you asked, her mother said. But what will gossip give you? Peace, progress, respect? Nothing. Lydia cried until her eyes were red. But the damage was already done. Headlines on every blog screamed, Nanny leaks popular couple secrets. Her name was everywhere, and her shame was just beginning. Blogs used her picture for gossip. Twitter roasted her like fresh suya on a Friday evening. People she didn't even know turned her life into cheap entertainment. One blogger even posted her mugshot boldly with the wicked caption, from babysitter to baby criminal. The internet dragged her from Lagos to Lokoja and back again. And like true African gist, people added salt, pepper, and extra seasoning to what actually happened. Because of that shame, nobody wanted to hire her again. Even the small suya man near her street, the one who used to smile at her and give her extra meat, refused to sell her anything on credit. I beg how I go trust person we fit record me while I dey roast meat, he shouted, waving his stick like a judge. Everywhere Lydia turned, she became a warning, a joke, a gossip headline. She tried to call Bia, her closest friend, hoping to find comfort. Bah, I am finished, she whispered through tears. I can't even step outside. Ba sighed heavily, the kind of sigh that carries proverb. I warned you, Lydia, you turned people's homes into cinema. Now your own life has become the sequel. Everybody hates me, Lydia wept. Then stop reading comments, Burr replied sharply. Go offline, pray. You need deliverance from content addiction. Lydia cried harder. God, I was only trying to hustle. 3 months passed, hard months, long months. Lydia went from house to house searching for nanny jobs. She greeted politely. She smiled warmly. But the moment they Googled her name, their faces changed from welcome to warning. One woman looked at her coldly. Oh, you are the Lydia? Lydia forced a weak smile. It was a misunderstanding, ma. The woman shook her head slowly. Madam, I cannot employ CCTV that breathes. That statement pierced her heart deeper than the O. Insults. Eventually, she gave up the search and started selling wigs by the roadside, hiding behind large sunglasses like a celebrity avoiding paparazzi. But it didn't help much. People still recognized her. See that girl? The one way record her Oga marriage. Someone would point. She heard it. She always heard it. But she pretended not to at night. She would sit alone scrolling through old photos of the Leon's children, the same children she once cared for, and whisper, I didn't mean to hurt them. I just wanted to survive. And she meant it. She truly meant it. She promised herself that she had learned her lesson. She swore she would never betray anyone again, never chase clout again. She vowed to live quietly, humbly, and mind her business. 5 long years passed. 5 years of being that wicked nanny, that girl who used to trend for bad things. Lagos moved on to new scandals. New viral madness, because disgrace on the internet is like NEPA light, one moment here, the next moment gone. But the internet itself, it never forgets. It only sleeps until new drama wakes it up. Still, Lydia had truly changed. She moved to Abuja. She got baptized again. She joined a small Pentecostal church where she sang in the choir with holy makeup and moderate wig. Nothing too shiny to tempt demons. It was there she met Ken, a calm, soft-spoken accountant whose smile was gentle enough to convince a crying child to nap. He had no idea that his future wife was once the face of the babysitter betrayal scandal. They met during an usher meeting. Lydia dropped her hymn book. Ken picked it up before it touched the ground. God bless you, brother, she said softly. God bless you more, sister, he replied. And just like that, holy chemistry began. Within a year, they got married. The wedding was simple. No loud canopy, no dancing masquerade. Just pure love and plenty of jollof rice. They moved into a cozy 2-bedroom flat, and Lydia started a Christian YouTube channel called Love Without Drama. She spoke about marriage, parenting, peace, forgiveness, everything she once lacked but now preached with passion. Online, people adored her. You are so wise. Your words are healing my home. God bless your ministry. Every compliment was like a bandage on her old wounds. She felt whole again. She felt redeemed. But redemption does not cancel human flaws. Her marriage was far from perfect. Ken was quiet, calm, but even quiet men have boiling points. Small arguments began to rise, like dry season heat, toothpaste here, electricity bill there, diapers, chores, and Lydia's obsession with her phone and ring lights. One evening, she was filming a vlog titled 5 Secrets to a Peaceful Marriage while Ken was in the background trying to calculate office accounts. "Sweetheart, please reduce your ring light," he said gently. "It's disturbing." "I'll soon finish," Lydia replied without pausing the recording. "You said that 30 minutes ago," he sighed. "Please, Ken, I'm giving advice to married couples." He muttered under his breath, "Maybe you should take some advice yourself." "What did you just say?" "Nothing," he answered, but his face said plenty. That night they quarreled properly, words flying, doors slamming, their baby crying in confusion. Then silence settled like Harmattan dust. But unknown to Lydia, Ken had recorded the entire argument, not for the internet, but to prove a point, because Lydia often denied saying things during fights. The next day, when she denied her words, Ken replayed the clip calmly. "Listen, you said it. This is proof." Lydia's eyes widened. You recorded me?" "Yes," Ken replied, "because you always switch things." "That's an invasion of privacy." Ken laughed. "Privacy? Didn't you teach about accountability last week on your channel? That's different." "Exactly what you said last night," he added with a dry smile. She hissed and walked away, but deep down, she felt something twist inside her. She didn't like the recording habit. It reminded her too much of the old her, but she swallowed it because she believed she was a new creation. Then came the storm. One rainy Thursday night, they had the biggest argument yet. Lightning flashed like ancestral warning. Thunder clapped like a village meeting. It started when Lydia accused Ken of scrolling through another woman's Instagram profile. "Why are you liking her pictures at midnight?" she shouted. "It's business, Lydia," Ken snapped. "She's a client." "Oh, so your client wears bomb shorts now?" Ken dropped his phone on the table. "Lydia, this insecurity is exhausting." "Insecurity? Me? After everything I've been through, you dare say?" "Yes," Ken interrupted. "After everything you've been through. And everything you've done." That last line froze the room like winter breeze. Lydia's eyes widened. "What did you just say?" Ken's jaw tightened. "I know about your past, Lydia." She staggered backward as if pushed. "Who told you?" Ken scoffed. "The internet never forgets. I saw the videos. I thought maybe you'd changed. But now I see you still don't trust anyone, not even yourself." Tears flowed down Lydia's face. "Ken, please." "That was years ago. I was young, stupid, desperate. And now," Ken cut in, "you are older, defensive, and still recording your life for strangers." His words landed like a slap. And in that moment, Lydia realized something terrifying. Her past had returned. In a new form, inside her own home. Lydia wept until her tears tasted like salt and sorrow. "Please," she whispered, "you promised to love me regardless." Ken looked at her with tired eyes. "I still do," he said quietly, "but love needs privacy, Lydia, and you don't know what that word means." That statement did not just hang in the air, it froze the whole house. For days afterwards, the home remained cold, quiet, stiff like morning harmattan. They barely spoke, barely looked at each other. Lydia stopped filming completely. She was terrified that her audience would see the storm living inside her chest. But one afternoon, while scrolling through her YouTube comments, she saw a strange message from an anonymous account named Real Lydia Love. "Preach less, practice more. We've seen the real you." Her heart skipped. Before she even processed the meaning, another message came, this time with a link. Without thinking, she clicked, and instantly the ground beneath her seemed to disappear. It was her and Ken arguing in their living room, word for word, shout for shout, pain for pain. The exact recording Ken had shown her privately weeks ago. Now it was online, titled boldly, "The Family Blogger Whose Marriage Isn't So Perfect After All." Within hours, it went viral. Jem posted, "Oh, so Sister Lydia's love without drama is just drama in disguise." Talks wrote, "God really balances stories. This same woman once leaked a family's fight. Now her own is trending." Blessed Wahala added, "She preached peace but couldn't keep her own." Lydia screamed in horror as she threw her phone. Ken, someone leaked our argument." Ken ran out of the bedroom, eyes wide. "What? How?" She shoved the phone into his hands. "This is your recording. It's online." Ken's face went pale. I didn't share it. Maybe my phone was hacked?" "Don't lie to me," Lydia shouted. "You cursed me." Ken staggered. "What are you talking about? You brought this back to me," Lydia cried. "I destroyed someone's home with my phone once. Now mine is being destroyed with yours." Ken sighed, deeply guilt sitting heavy on his shoulders. "Lydia, I didn't mean for this to happen. I was angry that night. He swallowed hard. "I think maybe I sent the clip to a friend to ask for advice. Maybe he uploaded it." "You did what?" Lydia screamed, collapsing into a chair. And sadly, that was how their marriage began to crumble. The same way the Leons' home had fallen, through leaked videos, through viral shame, through the bitter taste of irony that feels almost spiritual. The next few months became the darkest of Lydia's life. Her YouTube channel died, first slowly, then suddenly. Sponsors withdrew quietly. Church members avoided her loudly. Even the pastor's wife held her hands at the altar and prayed, "Father, deliver your daughter from the spirit of public disgrace." Ken moved out temporarily. He took their little boy to his mother's house until things calmed down, but temporary fell. More like forever. Lydia stayed alone in their apartment, surrounded only by hateful comments. The same kind she once saw mocking Mrs. Leon years earlier. Hypocrite. See how God catches people who gossip for a living, from nanny to nonsense. Every insult stung. Every word was a mirror. She stopped eating, she stopped posting, she stopped sleeping. The same internet that once fed her fame now fed her shame. One quiet morning, her phone buzzed with a message from an unknown number. "Hello, Lydia. This is Gift, Mrs. Leon's cousin. Can we talk?" Lydia froze. Her breath became shallow. After a long moment, she replied, "Yes." They met that evening in a small cafe, tucked away behind a pharmacy. Gift arrived, a gentle-looking woman with calm eyes and the kind of presence that made strangers confess their secrets. "You don't need to hide," Gift said softly. "I came to tell you something." Lydia's hands trembled. What? What is it?" Gift took a slow breath. "Clara Nossis Leon. She forgave you before she died last year." The world tilted. She's dead?" Lydia whispered. Gift nodded. "Yes. Cancer. It was slow, painful. But before she passed, she told me, 'Tell that girl Lydia that I forgive her if she ever changes. That means my pain didn't go to waste.'" Lydia broke completely. She cried the way children cry. Loud, raw, without shame. "She forgave me after everything?" She choked. "Yes," Gift said. "But she also said something else. What we do to others always finds our address, sometimes by courier and sometimes by Wi-Fi." They both sat in silence. Lydia's sobs filled the air. "I destroyed her home," Lydia whispered, "and now mine is gone too. Maybe God doesn't forgive people like me." Gift shook her head gently. "He does, but he also disciplines. That is how he makes us real again." That night, Lydia knelt beside her bed. For the first time in years, she prayed without trying to sound holy. "Lord, I have learned the hard way. I used to record other people's pain. Now you've recorded mine. Please, delete my scenes from your memory." From that day, she truly changed. She deleted all her social media accounts. No dramatic announcement, no farewell video, just silence. She began volunteering at an orphanage, caring for children quietly, without cameras, without applause. The staff noticed the difference instantly. She is calm now, she is humble, she is general, clear. And slowly, Lydia became someone new. Not the influencer, not the viral girl, just a woman who had finally tasted wisdom. Hi besties, thank you for watching this story. As we navigate this wide and wild social media world, remember, never turn someone's weakness into your content, because life will surely replay your own mistakes, louder, clearer, and to a bigger audience. Thank you for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments. What lesson did you learn? Share this story with someone you care about and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Until I bring another story your way, bye.